So this is gonna be my LLL tips video for you, TJ. So here we are. LOL. The first thing to note is that you can actually just long jump over these signs. I noticed that in Thing you kind of ran around them. You actually don't need to do that. You can just long jump right over them. And you want to land like right here. And then you want to long jump over here, and you kind of want to do dives. Now, the thing about this painting is it's actually on a cycle. So if you miss the cycle, you're going to have a lot of trouble. And I'll explain what I mean. If we take it a little too slowly, the puzzle pieces will be in a different spot. And it will cause a lot of like booty burns and issues. Like, look, notice how it starts to trick you a little bit if you're too slow, like this, see? Now, if we do it nice and fast, however... No trick. See? I didn't get tricked, no puzzles slid out from underneath my feet, and nothing went wrong, pretty much. So, the biggest thing about this one is remembering that it is on a cycle, and if you miss the cycle, you're gonna have a lot of issues, so you want to be fast. You don't want to take this shit slow, because then you'll run into the issues of getting booty burned, and puzzle pieces sliding out from underneath you. So yeah, if you do it fast, you won't have to worry about the cycle. So yeah, this is actually really simple. The only other thing I wanted to talk about briefly, because I had forgotten in one of the other videos, is Guan's Fortress backups. If you miss cannon lists, remembering the backup is going to be super important here. So say you go all the way up here, you do the things, and you miss, okay? You end up down here. I say just back it up with Wild Blue. It's actually faster than going back up there, doing all the things, and dealing with your camera resetting. Notice how it only lost me like 2 seconds, if that. So, remembering that backup. Now, if you've already done Wild Blue, unfortunately you are going to have to go back up here and redo it. But yeah, so that's kind of it. Just kind of remembering that there are backups for certain stars. That will lose you less time, like Wild Blue instead of Cannonless if you miss. Now it is a different star order, might be a little confusing, but yeah. The other thing is with BOB, if you miss Bomb Clip, it's really important not to get stuck here and try to do Bomb Clip again. Like, what you want to do... Now, unless you're, like, really good at resetting and doing Bomb Clip, which, from the video, no offense, you were struggling a bit. So, if you don't want to have to deal with the camera resetting and all of that, then what you're just going to want to do is, if you miss Bomb Clip, which, okay, I hit it, but if you miss it, you want to just go for the pole. Just pound the pole. But the way you pound the pole specifically is, what you want to do is wait for the chain chomp to come at you. Now, obviously, you don't want to take damage. And then you go over here, and you pound the pole fast. Now, obviously, I'm not very fast, but the idea is to bait him to give yourself as much time as you can to pound the pole. So if you miss Bomb Clip, I would just go for the pole. It will lose you way less time. Wait for a shadow to be under the pole and just start ground pounding. And that's pretty much that for this backup. Just make sure you do the backup, because it will lose you way less time in the long run than if you have to reset. Now, if you die to the chain chomp, go for Bomb Clip again, and you just try it again, because then your camera will have reset. But my recommendation is definitely go for it once, and if you miss, just go for the pole. It will save you way more time in the long run. Versus, you don't want to get a 9-minute BOB split, right? So, anyway, that's just my helpful tips for this. Thanks for watching.